Nothing in a car fails as rudely as a battery. You turn the key, you get one click, and your whole morning is gone. A jump starter is the small box that turns that into a 5-minute problem instead of a 5-hour one. No second car. No waiting on a stranger with cables. You open the trunk and you fix it yourself. So we're counting down the top 5 portable jump starters on Amazon right now, from number 5 up to number 1. Links to all of them are in the description, and some of those are affiliate links. Here's the part worth waiting for. Number 1 is not the biggest one here. It doesn't have the most amps, and it doesn't have a tire pump bolted to the side. It's the one more people have bought and rated than any other jump starter on Amazon. The margin is honestly a little silly. Before the countdown, 1 minute on what this category actually is. A portable jump starter is a battery in a case with 2 clamps. You clamp it onto your dead battery, it dumps a big burst of current for a few seconds, and the engine turns over. The number every brand shouts about is peak amps. Peak amps is the size of that burst. But amps alone won't tell you which box to buy. 3 other things decide it: the engine size it's rated for, how it behaves in the cold, and what else it does while it sits in your trunk doing nothing for 11 months of the year. Every pick here comes off Amazon's own bestseller list for jump starters, cross-checked against independent test roundups from this year. All 5 are in stock and rated 4 stars or better. And they do 5 different jobs, because the right box for a Honda Civic is not the right box for a diesel pickup. That's the frame. Let's start the countdown. Number 5, the AstroAI S8. This is the small one. The listing puts it at 7.9 inches long and under a pound, which means it genuinely disappears into a glove box. It's rated at 1500 peak amps for gas engines up to 6 liters and diesel up to 3. For a normal car, that's plenty, and then some. The feature worth pointing at is the boost mode. The unit reads your battery voltage first. If it's under 9 volts, an indicator flashes green and unlocks a boost button. That's what starts a battery that's gone completely flat. AstroAI lists 8 separate protections built into it, including reverse polarity, overcurrent, and short circuit. Clamp it on backwards at 6 in the morning and it refuses instead of sparking. Independent roundups this year put the S8 in the budget slot, with enough starting power for a standard passenger vehicle. That's a fair description of it. One honest note straight off AstroAI's own listing. They tell you to store it at a sensible temperature and avoid charging it in extreme cold. Worth knowing if your car lives outside in January. So if you drive an ordinary car and you just want something in the glove box, start here. That's the whole pitch, and it's a good one. Number 4, the GOOLOO A3. Now the boxes start doing more than one job. The A3 is a jump starter with a full tire inflator built into the same case. On the starting side, it's 3000 peak amps, rated for gas engines up to 9 liters and diesel up to 6.5. That covers almost anything sitting on a US driveway. On the air side, it pushes 150 psi at 35 liters a minute. GOOLOO's own figure is a Tesla Model 3 tire from 30 psi up to 36 in about a minute. A full charge gives roughly 45 minutes of continuous inflating. The detail that makes it usable is the auto shutoff. You set the pressure you want on the screen, walk away, and it stops itself. No standing there squinting at a gauge in the dark. An independent reviewer ran one for 45 days this year on a V8 truck and a diesel sedan. Their summary was that it started the truck on a cold morning and filled a tire in under 4 minutes. There's more in the case too. A power bank for your phone, an LED light, a ball pump, and a bike pump. GOOLOO rates the whole thing from -4 to 140 Fahrenheit and lists over 1,000 charge cycles. So if a flat tire worries you as much as a flat battery, this is the one that handles both. 2 problems, 1 box. Number 3 is the odd one out, and it's here on purpose. The Clore Automotive Jump-N-Carry JNC660. Everything else on this list is lithium, this one isn't. It's a 22 amp-hour lead-acid unit in a hard blue case. It's been on sale long enough to carry almost 20,000 ratings at 4.6 stars. It puts out 1700 peak amps through 46-inch heavy-duty number 2 gauge cables. Those cables matter more than the headline number does. Thick, long cables reach an awkward battery and lose less energy on the way to it. There's a voltmeter on the front so you can read its own charge before you need it. There's a 12-volt outlet for running accessories too. Independent write-ups keep calling this the professional mechanic's cold weather choice. That reputation is the reason it's on the list. It's the one you see sitting on a shop floor. Now the fit question. It's lead acid, so it's heavy and it's bulky and it wants to live plugged in on a shelf. If you want something for the glove box, this isn't it. If you want something that lives in a garage and starts things for the next decade, it very much is. That's the trade. Number 2, the WolfBox MV24A, sold as the Megavolt 24 Air. This is the heavy-duty pick, 4000 peak amps out of an 88.8 watt-hour battery, rated for gas and diesel engines up to 10 liters. 10 liters of diesel is a serious truck. It carries an inflator as well, and a faster one. 160 psi at 45 liters a minute, WolfBox times a full-size pickup tire from 30 to 36 psi at 2.5 minutes. A mid-size SUV tire takes 80 seconds, a sedan tire takes 40. The charging is the other upgrade. A 65-watt USB-C port refills it in about 2 hours, and it doubles as a 24,000 mAh power bank. The light is 400 lumens, with high beam, strobe and distress modes. WolfBox rates it to operate down to -4 Fahrenheit, lists 10 protections, and backs it with a 24-month warranty. Independent testing this year picked the Megavolt 24 as the best choice for most people. That was on capacity, and on the size of engine it will turn over. So why isn't it number 1? Because most people don't own a 10-liter diesel. If you do, or if the truck in the next driveway does, this is the one to have. That's a real group of people, it just isn't everybody. Which brings us to number 1, the NOCO Boost GB40. It has the smallest headline number on this entire list, 1000 peak amps, rated to 6-liter gas and 3-liter diesel. On paper, it's the weakest box here. It's also the most bought and most rated jump starter on Amazon, with over 128,000 ratings, holding at 4.6 stars. That's not a launch spike, and it isn't a clever listing. That's years of people buying one, using it in a parking lot somewhere, and coming back to say it worked. Look at what it actually is. 2.5 pounds, small enough for a glove box. The IP65 rated rubberized housing, shrugs off water, dust and being dropped. NOCO says up to 20 starts on one charge and 3 hours to refill it. The safety design is where it earned the reputation. Spark-proof and reverse polarity protection means the clamps don't spark, and connecting them the wrong way round doesn't punish you for it. Leaning over an unfamiliar engine bay in the dark, that's the feature that matters. There's a 100 lumen LED with 7 modes, including SOS and strobe, and a power bank inside for a phone. In the box you get the clamps, a USB-C cable and a storage bag, with a 1-year warranty. NOCO engineers these in the USA. The roundups this year keep landing in the same place. They treat the GB40 as the baseline everything else gets measured against for an average driver. Here's why it takes the top slot. Almost nobody buying their first jump starter needs 4000 amps. What they need is a box that fits the glove box and holds a charge for months. One that can't hurt them or the car if they get it wrong. One that starts the family sedan on the coldest morning of the year. The GB40 is the one that has proved it, more times than anything else in the category. So that's the 5. The GB40 wins because it's the smallest, safest, most proven box for the car most people actually drive. The rest of this list is about where your life differs from that. A tire pump, a truck engine, a garage shelf. Links to everything are in the description. Some of them are affiliate links, so I get a small commission if you use them, at no extra cost to you. Now I want to know one thing. Which of these 5 surprised you most? Tell me in the comments.